Have you ever wondered how the concept of money came into existence? In the beginning, there was the barter system. I have a cow, you have a sack of grain, we swap. Simple. But this system had its limitations, namely the double coincidence of wants. Basically, I'd need to want what you have and vice versa, and that wasn't always the case. Enter the inception of money, a universally acceptable medium of exchange. This brilliant solution allowed people to trade goods and services without the need for an exact match of desires. In the early days we used shells, metal coins, even gold as forms of money. These objects held intrinsic value, were durable, and were widely accepted, making them ideal as the root of all commerce. So the journey of money began, evolving with the needs and complexities of human civilization. But how did we move from shells and gold to paper money? Let's take a journey back to the 7th century in China. It was a time of innovation and creativity, a time when the Chinese were putting their inventive minds to work. Among their many creations, one stands out for its impact on the world: the invention of paper money. Yes, the Chinese were the first to use paper money, a concept that would eventually change the world of trade and commerce. Imagine lugging around heavy bags of coins for every transaction. It was cumbersome and risky. The Chinese recognized this and sought a solution. Their answer: paper money. This new form of currency was lightweight, easy to carry, and could be produced in large quantities. Even more importantly, it was safer. After all, it was much harder to steal a piece of paper than a bag of gold coins. But the idea of paper money didn't catch on immediately. It took a few centuries for the rest of the world to embrace this Chinese innovation. Fast forward to the 17th century, and we find ourselves in Europe. Here, paper money took on a new form: banknotes. Banknotes were essentially a promise. They signified that the bearer could exchange the note for a specified amount of gold or silver from the bank. The introduction of banknotes was driven by similar needs to those that prompted the invention of paper money in China: convenience and safety. But banknotes also added another element: trust. Trust in the bank that issued the note and trust in the system that backed it. This was a significant shift in how people thought about money. It was no longer just a physical object, but a symbol of value backed by a promise. Paper money, a seemingly simple invention, revolutionized the world of trade and commerce. It allowed for the development of complex economic systems and paved the way for the modern financial world we live in today. From the ancient Chinese inventors to the European bankers, the evolution of money has been a fascinating journey, one that continues to shape our lives and societies. Now, when was the last time you actually used paper money? It's an intriguing question, isn't it? In a world where a simple tap of a plastic card or a click on a screen can secure your morning coffee or pay your bills, the physical act of handing over coins or notes feels somewhat archaic. This shift from the tangible to the digital is the next major evolution in the story of money. It's a transition that has been facilitated by the advent of credit and electronic transactions. The concept of credit is not new. It's been around since the earliest civilizations, but the way we use credit today is a distinctly modern phenomenon. Let's take a step back and think about what credit really is. At its core, credit is a promise. It's a pledge that the borrower will repay the lender at a later date. But instead of exchanging goods or services, we now exchange digital representations of value. Enter the credit card, a small piece of plastic that has revolutionized our monetary system. Credit cards have shifted our perception of money from something physical to something abstract. We no longer need to have the actual money in our hands or even in our bank accounts to make a purchase. We can buy now and pay later, all thanks to the trust that underpins the credit system. Online banking has further transformed our relationship with money. It has made managing our finances more convenient, but it has also made money even more abstract. When we check our bank balance or make a transfer, we're not dealing with physical cash. We're dealing with numbers on a screen, symbols of the value that we own or owe. This transformation is not without its challenges. It requires a high level of trust in the financial institutions that manage our digital money and in the security systems that protect it. But despite these challenges, the convenience and flexibility of digital money and credit have made them indispensable in our modern world. Money as we know it today is far more than just paper and coins. It's a digital entity, a symbol of trust and credit. So what does the future hold for money? That's a question that's been asked more frequently in recent years, especially with the rise of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. These digital assets are shaking up our understanding of money, offering a form of currency that's decentralized, global, and in many cases, anonymous. Cryptocurrencies are just the tip of the iceberg. We're seeing the emergence of a trend where physical money may become obsolete. Contactless payments, mobile wallets, and online transactions are becoming the norm. The convenience of digital transactions is undeniable, and it's reshaping our day-to-day lives. Yet, this shift towards digital money is not without its challenges. Issues of security, privacy, and financial inclusion are still being addressed. But as technology continues to advance, we can expect these hurdles to be overcome. As we step into this future, it's fascinating to ponder how the concept of money will continue to evolve. So, we've journeyed from barter to Bitcoin, but what have we learned? Well, we've seen that money, in its many forms, has always been a reflection of society's needs and technological capabilities. It began as a simple barter system, with goods traded directly for other goods. Then, as societies grew more complex, so did our systems of exchange. Metal coins emerged as a reliable and universal medium of trade, only to be replaced by paper money as the concept of value became more abstract. In the modern era, credit and digital transactions have become the norm, showing once again our adaptability and the power of technology. And now, we stand on the brink of another revolution with the rise of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, challenging our traditional notions of what money can be. Who knows what the future of money holds? But one thing is certain, its history is a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability.